Again, I think it's a fair question, and I am definitely very conscious that society has made progress with this, quite a bit of progress, but that there is still some stigma attached to the idea of, well, first of all, mental illness, and second of all, seeing a therapist. Um, and I guess one thing to say is that deciding to come and seek therapy doesn't necessarily mean that one has a mental illness. I mean, mental and emotional troubles are not the same as having some kind of virus or bug or having a broken bone. There isn't a kind of physical thing that one can look at and say it's kind of wrong with you. It's much more of a way of experiencing the world. Um, and what one is really saying is that one is having some difficulties in the way they're experiencing life, and they'd like to try and address those so that they can live a better life. Um, there are some people who, maybe have been through a more medical route, have seen doctors and psychiatrists, and feel that they do have quite a severe or serious mental illness. And if that is the case, then certainly therapy would be somewhere to come and try and address that, get to the root of that, and try and help someone get back on the right path, and try and recover to a kind of level of fulfillment and happiness that they might have been at before, or that they might have been always striving for. So it's a barrier. I definitely get that there is a barrier there, but I think a person has to view it as an act of courage, an act of taking the initiative, an act of taking responsibility for one's own life, and really, step up and make that decision. And at the end of the day, everything we do here is very discreet. No one needs to tell anybody else that they're seeing a therapist. No one, the therapist would never disclose that they are seeing an individual. So it is ultimately a very discreet process. The location is very discreet. And if a person feels, having tried it, that they are uncomfortable with the idea, that the process doesn't work for them, doesn't make them feel in any sense better, then a person can always leave, but at least they've given it a try, and they've given themselves a chance.